Hello everybody, what is going on? This is Marcus and we are back with another episode of Mark Us on Top, where we will head over to the special ladder on Battlespot and play 2 games with interesting teams. The team we're using in today's episode is still the same that we used in the previous one. 2 nice wins there, so our rating is with 1744, that's pretty decent. Our first opponent of the day from Japan, with a rating of 1626, is using a team of Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Ferrothorn, just like we do, and then he has Cresselia, Infernape, and Gengar. Now, you might have noticed my hair is a little bit different today, since my hair has reached that critical length where it's difficult to style, and I don't know, today was like study day for me, and I slept in pretty late because of the Super Bowl happening last night. I hope you had a great time watching that. If you're lucky and you live in the US, then if you live in the US, then you got lucky and got to see the Pokemon commercial as well. Unfortunately, yeah, on German television that wasn't on air, so I had to watch it on YouTube, which was kind of a bummer, but still. So, this could actually be Trick Room, and that would actually be a little bit problematic, but we do have that Ferrothorn, and I do think that that could do some nice work here against my opponent's team. Now, last time we fought against the Rayquaza Kyogre team, Ferrothorn did do a lot of work, but now my opponent has an Infernape, so I want to take that out before I can do anything else. I think leading off with with Landorus could be nice though, since I don't know, we could get off and Intimidate and do some nice stuff, and I also think, I don't know, maybe leading with our Kyogre could actually be good here. Now, that means we won't have like a sort of speed control, but if we get into the position where we could, I don't know, launch some water spouts, that would be nice. We do have Ferrothorn and Rayquaza in the back, so we can set up Delta Stream if we wanted to, or like have Airlock to get rid of the boost on water type attacks, and then we have Ferrothorn to wall my opponent's stuff. So he leads off with Gengar and Infernape, which is fine. That means he probably has Rayquaza and Kyogre in the back, but you can never be too sure, since like Ferrothorn and the option to set up Trick Room, like both of those with Cresselia and that Ferrothorn are definitely viable and threatening against my team. So yeah, you can never really be too sure about what your opponent has in the back, even if they're leading with 2 non-restricted mons. But yeah, I think Rayquaza is almost guaranteed. So what I want to do right here is, my opponent did see that we did not Mega Evolve, so he's probably going to target down that Kyogre with the Fake Out. But he can only have Focus Sash on one of those 2 mons. So this could actually be Mega Gengar. And I'm actually going out there, and I think I want to go with that Earthquake and switch into my Rayquaza. So if he goes for the Fake Out onto my Kyogre, now I will lose my Focus Sash, but if he goes for the Fake Out, and even if he doesn't Mega Evolve Gengar, or if he's not Mega, we can at least pick up the KO on Infernape with Extreme Speed next turn. But if he would go for an Icy Wind, that would be really, really bad. But he reveals the Mega Gengar here, which is fine, so as long as we get off that Earthquake, I will be happy with the first turn. So he goes for the Fake Out onto the Rayquaza, just as we predicted, which is really nice, and we actually do outspeed his Gengar, and we do get off that Earthquake, and since we do have Life Orb, that could actually be just enough to knock out that Gengar and bring down the Infernape to Focus Sash. Wow, so first turn really playing out perfectly for me here. So it looks like his Gengar wasn't max speed, probably, or maybe it went for the Trick Room, but yeah, that doesn't really make too much sense in this position, since, yeah, Gengar and Infernape both pretty fast. So yeah, must have been a more bulky Gengar, maybe it was Modest, I don't even know, but yeah, we got rid of it by Earthquaking turn 1, so I won't complain about that. So my opponent sends out his own Kyogre right now. He, though, is Primal. Not obviously, I mean, there are some Scarf Kyogres, but that's definitely the norm to go Primal. So, not surprised to see that. And I do think we can actually, there's 2 plays we can make. We could go for the Boom here, or we could just, I don't know, Extreme Speed the Infernape and Earthquake. Even if he, Ice Beams my Rayquaza, I will still have Landorus on the field, and then we have our own Ferrothorn and Kyogre in the back. But yeah, you know what? I do think we can just go for the Explosion right now, because why not? And then, yeah, I guess I will just Mega Evolve to make sure that I will be faster than my opponent's Mega Rayquaza next turn. Or like my opponent's Rayquaza. But then again, yeah, like he can't Mega Evolve, so if I Mega Evolve right here, I will be guaranteed to outspeed him. So he actually withdraws his Infernape, and this could be really problematic for him. What does he switch in? It looks like it is that Rayquaza, so yeah, let's see if he protects Kyogre, but this could mean that this turn will go really well for us. So I go for the Mega, and since he already Mega Evolved Gengar, as I said, he cannot Mega Evolve his Rayquaza, so I will be guaranteed to outspeed him next turn. If he is even still alive by then, we don't know. And Protect comes out. What does his Kyogre go for? Might be the Ice Beam or just an Protect, but yeah. Boom from Landorus coming out. So we are Life Orb. We're Jolly, so that is still going to do a little bit of damage to both of my opponent's mons. Actually just straight out knocking out that Rayquaza and bring the Kyogre really, really low. And yeah, bye Rayquaza. So we're up 3-2 right now. He goes for the Ice Beam, but does it really matter? I don't think so, as now we can just switch out into our Kyogre. As we had choice Scarf, we will be guaranteed to outspeed both his Kyogre and his Infernape. So I can just go for the Extreme Speed on his Kyogre and the Water Spout to finish off this game. So yeah, pretty straightforward victory in the first game of today's episode. Yeah, there's not really anything he could do. Like, he could be Quick Guard, but Water Spout, even in the Delta stream, should be enough to knock out this Primal Kyogre. But maybe not. Maybe just going for the Dragon's Ascent is safer, so he doesn't have the option to block us with Quick Guard, since we will outspeed him anyway. But yeah, he doesn't even bother going for like the Fake Out or anything, and Water Spout will just win as of this game. So GG, and yeah, let's move on to the next game really. I've been really enjoying playing with this team. I mean, in this game, I don't know, like having Kyogre just turn 1 creates, like, is so threatening for my opponent that yeah, he had to go for the Fake Out right there, or yeah, if I went for the Water Spout, I don't know, Infernape would have been down to Sash. Mega Gengar takes a lot of damage, maybe even the feints from that. So that allowed me to go for that Earthquake. I mean, we got like a little bit lucky that he went for the Mega Evo on his Gengar and that we outsped him on top of things with our Landorus, so he didn't even get an attack off with that. But I don't know, sometimes if you see a Gengar, you can just like play the assumption game. I mean, Focus Sash probably on Infernape. And then, I don't know, what does Gengar have? Like, maybe that Mega Stone, so he has the dual Mega option, and yeah, Mega Gengar is a good partner for both the Rayquaza and Kyogre, since you can trap in, I don't know, like, opponent's Primal Groudon and then KO them with water type attacks and stuff like that, so yeah, there's some synergy between that, so yeah, I don't know, I felt like going for the Earthquake was the right play there, and it really paid off. So, my opponent did not bring the Ferrothorn, fortunately enough for us. Someone asked in the comments of the previous video, how does this team deal with Ferrothorn? And I don't really know. I mean, I had a game on Battlespot, like I wanted to test this team out just a little bit, and I played against, I think it was an Italian player, and I got like a Water Spout crit on something, and then I don't know, like in the end, I still had problems against his Ferrothorn, and I like set up Sword Dance to KO him with Helping Hand +2 Dragon's Ascent, but that was kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know, like this team really struggles a little bit with Ferrothorn. I mean, yeah, I can go for the aforementioned Sword Dance plus Dragon's Ascent, but yeah, I don't know. Basically, what I do against Ferrothorn is try to take out everything else, and the connection ended for some reason. So we take out everything else, like all the partners. If my opponent in that last game had the Ferrothorn, then I don't know, like yeah, he couldn't have it in the back. I mean, he had to have Kyogre and Rayquaza, or like it was very likely. But if he brought, like, I don't know, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Ferrothorn, and then the Gengar, or the Infernape, I would just try and bring my Rayquaza into position where I could, like, deal some damage with Dragon's Ascent. Okay, we have to try again. Sorry for that. And then we would, I don't know, like, take out everything else, or try to take out everything else, have some, like, Ice Beams, maybe, like, Kyogre locks into Ice Beam to take out the Rayquaza, or Water Spout to take out the Infernape, and even from regular Kyogre, Water Spout does a little bit of damage against Ferrothorn as well. So yeah, but it's definitely difficult. Also, Landorus can go for like knockoffs, Earthquake, and stuff like that. In the original team, that Ferrothorn matchup was a little bit easier as it has an Infernape, like the original team created by Parengan. By the way, shoutouts to him, as he, yeah, like inspired me to use this team and gave me the set ideas for Landorus and Ladius, and then, yeah, like Choice Scarf Kyogre and Rayquaza are also from him. So, let's see, where is everybody? I mean, there's a storm going on here in Germany, but I don't think that should affect everybody else in the world, so where are you people? So there he is, from Japan, rating 1775. I'm really happy meeting Japanese players, because I know for, like, basically it's guaranteed that they do not watch my videos, and so they will not know about the pure power of Helping Hand Life Orb Explosion. But once again we are up against a Kyogre Rayquaza team. Yeah, those probably picked up a little bit in popularity at the most recent regional championship in Glasgow. It was actually. We did see 5 Kyogre teams. I think it was like 4 Kyogre Rayquaza teams in the top 8, which was kind of nice to see. I mean, some shifts in the metagame, but in the end, you know, what the team that won, it was like Kangaskhan, Smeargle, Xerneas, Salamence, Talonflame, and Groudon. But still. So, I don't know, like Ferrothorn once again looks really nice against that team. We both do have Landorus, which is kind of interesting. I could even try to go for Ladius and set up the Tailwind in case he wants to go for his own with his Crobat. But, yeah, it's always tough. So, do we want to bring Landorus or do we want to bring Ladius is basically my question here. Yeah, I do think we can just try to go again with Lando and Kyogre. But if he brings his Ferrothorn into a good position, this could be problematic. Yeah, we'll just go with the same 4 once again. Yeah, I might want to look into the Kyogre Rayquaza matchup once again, since, like, I mean, I won like the 2 times I played it here in this episode and in the previous one, but yeah, like, with the lack of Mega Salamence, like the original version Parengan gave me had a Mega Salamence, and that really helps in those matchups, but I don't know, I didn't feel that it was necessary to go with that, so I switched it up a little bit, and yeah, my opponent is making a clever lead choice here. I mean, his rating is a lot higher than the guy we played before, but leading with Ferrothorn and Kyogre seems really nice, and okay, there it is. So I was waiting for that Primal Evolution, but there was like a chance my opponent was also Choice Scarf, but no, he's not. So we are Scarfed, and we don't have Thunder, which is also pretty interesting about this Kyogre, as Parengan opted to go with Hydro Pump as another Water type attack to bypass White Guards, I would assume. So we definitely want to switch into our Ferrothorn this turn with Kyogre, I think, as we cannot really do anything else. Like, he might just knock us out here. Maybe leading, but yeah, what do you really do? Ferrothorn really a problem for this team. So I could just go for the Explosion, I think. Yeah, I could go for the Earthquake and switch Kyogre into Rayquaza. This, yeah, the other choice I have, but I kind of just want to boom. Ooh, I really need to make the switch there. Yes, okay. So I'm booming into my own Ferrothorn, as yeah, I can't really protect my Choice Scarf Kyogre. But maybe switching into Rayquaza and going for the Protect was the better play here, but I don't know. I felt like going for the Explosion once again. I don't know, it's probably really one of my favorite moves right now. And it gets the knockout onto that Kyogre. Nice, that is what I was hoping for. In these kind of teams, Kyogres opt to go for like Timid with non-bulk most of the time, but that was actually a critical hit. So yeah, maybe that had like good chance to survive too. And he went for the Leech Seed, so nice. So we cleanly traded our Landorus for that Kyogre, as he didn't get off any attack, and both the Ferrothorns took explosion damage and then both regenerated a little bit of health with lefties. So yeah, it's a clean 3v3 right now. But I still do have both my Kyogre and my Rayquaza. And going by my opponent's team, I could switch into my Kyogre if he switches into his Ray, but then he could go for the Protect with Ray, Power Whip me, and next turn Extreme Speed my Kyogre to knock it out. So I think I have to switch into my Rayquaza. Yes. And then we will try to knock out this Ferrothorn somehow, and then keep Kyogre in the back for his Rayquaza. That comes out right here. So yeah, it's the true mirror. But what does he have in the back? Let me think. It could be that Crobat, but you usually lead off with that. I don't think it would be Gengar, so maybe it's that Landorus as well. But let's see. So the obvious play is, I guess, to protect Rayquaza and Gyro Ball into my opponent's Rayquaza. But we do not have the Overheat. So maybe he does have it, and maybe he expects me to have it as well. So I could also see him go for like a Protect with his Ferrothorn and Overheat into mine. So I could make the prediction here and Dragon's Ascent into his Rayquaza and protect Ferrothorn. Okay, this is really risky. Let's see what'll happen. So he's also max speed, also goes for the Mega Evolution, so yeah, this will be a speed tie. I mean, we do have the Focus Sash, which is fine. So in case he went for like the Draco Meteor and wins the speed tie, or like even if he doesn't win it, he can Draco us, but we will hang on. But let's hope he goes for the Protect here with his Ferrothorn, fearing like the Fire type attack. But we go for the Protect. He didn't go for the Protect with his Ray, and he doesn't Protect with anything. But we win the speed tie with Dragon's Ascent, but that doesn't really matter since it won't KO him. So let's hope he went for an attack into my Ferrothorn, because that would be really helpful. Let's see here. Okay, he went for the Dragon's Ascent into Ferrothorn in Leech Seed, and we avoided. Nice! So that was really what we needed this turn. He reveals that he probably does not have a Fire type attack. And this puts us in a really good position right now, I think. Because we got off this round of 3 damage. And right now I'm threatening the Extreme Speed onto his Rayquaza. And even if he goes for the Extreme Speed on mine and wins the speed tie, well then he could Gyro Ball us as well. But then we could also protect our Rayquaza, predicting him to go for the double up into ours. And then the other play I could make is go for the Sword Dance and Gyro Ball his Rayquaza. There's like a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, because if we Sword Dance, we will knock out his Ferrothorn with Dragon's Ascent. So I could Sword Dance. Yeah, or maybe I need to go for the damage. I'm always... What? He just forfeits! I'm always like... What? Why did he forfeit? I'm always like, when I'm talking too much, I don't know, and it's like a tense situation, I need to think a lot, then I like always come close to time outing. But why did he forfeit here? Maybe he was choice banned? And thought that I would just go for the Extreme Speed to pick up the KO on him? I must save that match, but I don't really know why my opponent just forfeit there. Maybe he had to go and eat... What time is it in Japan? Did he eat dinner, or maybe his mom told him to go to bed? I don't even know. What? So, I don't know, I guess this will be it for today's episode of Mark Us on Top. I don't really know. Yeah, maybe he was choice banned and he expected me to go for the Extreme Speed there and felt like he didn't have any outs. But yet, dude, if it's 3-3 and you still have a Ferrothorn, you never give up, you know? Or he was just really angry because Leech Seed missed on our Rayquaza, but yeah, he probably had to go and eat, or his mom told him to go to bed. I don't even know. That was so strange. Yeah, don't give up in situations like that. Even if you feel like you don't have a chance to win, or even if you know, like, if your opponent makes the correct play, like, your opponent won't have the same information that you have, so try to think, like I was predicting a potential Protect coming out, or the Extreme Speed, but if he was choice banned, then he could only go for the Dragon's Ascent, but I don't know, just go for it, you know? So, I don't know, we picked up 2 more wins here, as Fixalxy says in today's Gengar's comment of the day. Parangon is nothing short of a legend, I definitely have to agree, and yeah, credits to him, kudos to him for building this amazing team so far. I really enjoy using that Life Orb Lando, just boom everything. So yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel, of course. And yep, we will be back soon for another episode of Marcus on Top. And yeah, have a good day. Have a great day. See you soon, and bye. And I should go to see someone to cut my hair soon.